Hello, welcome to Michelle Sews Again. I'm Michelle. It's Friday, so you know what that means. It's another hashtag Friday Sews Day. And I have a little bit to share with you this week. All right, so first of all, I would love to thank Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting this hashtag. It's a great way for the sewing community to come together and learn a little bit more about each other. I encourage you to go and check out the hashtag in YouTube or just type in Friday Sews and you'll get all the creators that are participating in the hashtag. All right, so what I would like to share with you today is what I've been working on this week, and I did start working on something finally, what I have coming up, and a little bit about life. And within life, I have a surprise gift that I got that I want to share with you and reveal on camera with you. So if that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned. All right, so what have I been working on? I actually, although I'm still in the midst of unpacking, I have started a couple things. So if you didn't catch it, I will link in the cards here. I'm kidding, I get so confused. I will link in the cards my video that I just did about how I cataloged all of my fabric. And so that's the first project that I did in my sewing room is I unboxed all my fabric. I got it organized. It's separated by wovens and knits. I even have a little stack over here that I am de-stashifying. And yeah, so that was my first project this week. The second project that I started on is I finally cut out some fabric. I'm so excited. I'm ready to get started sewing again. I've got my sewing machine and my serger set up because I need to get started on this collaboration that I have going on with Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. If you missed that video, it was last Friday sews, so I will link that in the cards here where I talk about the collaboration and what our inspiration was and everything. So I have cut out the fabric from my thrifted sheets to start that collaboration, and I'm gonna start sewing tonight. Well, actually this afternoon, because on Fridays I finish work at 2 o'clock. So I will, as soon as I'm done work, I'm gonna come into the sewing room and just start stitching away. All right, then what else? Oh, because most of my sewing gear is still in boxes, and I had more boxes for my sewing room than I had for any other room in the house. And so because I want to get started sewing and I didn't want to have to go through every blessed box, and thread is not that expensive, I went to Joanns last night to buy some thread so I could start sewing my outfit for my collaboration. I have to tell you, this is the nicest Joanns I've ever been in. Now, I haven't been in a lot of Joanns. I used to shop at the one that was around the corner from my house when I lived in Pennsylvania. It was a smaller, I didn't realize it, but it was a smaller one. The one that I was shopping at when I lived in Miami, I shopped at the one in Hollywood, and it was very similar to the one I was used to in Pennsylvania. They were both on the smaller side, nice enough, but you know, nothing to get too excited about. So when I walked into this one last night, it's in a very unassuming strip center. Like, a lot of the buildings are empty, and the stores that are there are just, you know, they're not it's not like a lifestyle shopping center. It's an older shopping center that kind of looks run down. And so I didn't have high hopes, but all I needed was thread, so it wasn't a big deal. And I walked in and this place was huge. It was brightly lit. It had a huge selection of fabric, which I didn't even get into because my husband was waiting in the car. And I just loved the way it was organized. So I was very excited to know that my local Joann's, that's only a few minutes down the road from me, is a really nice one. So when I'm ready, I'll be excited about shopping there. So I just thought I'd share that with you. All right, so that's really all I had going on this week. So I got started cutting out my outfit, and that's actually my upcoming plan. So that'll be what I'm working on until I'm finished, because our reveal video for that outfit is actually the 25th, which I think is Tuesday. So I have to buckle down and get that done. Really, I have until tomorrow, Saturday at 4 o'clock. because now I'll get into life. I've mentioned before that we're going to be building a house. We actually signed a contract, so it's a deal. So we're doing it, and our design meeting is Sunday. So we go and we meet with the designer, and that's when we pick out all of our finishes. We pick out table, countertops, faucets, flooring, doors, like everything we have to pick out in that meeting. So I'm a little overwhelmed. We did get a catalog so that we could look at the options beforehand, but until you're like there and putting things next to each other, it's really kind of difficult to know what you think you're going to choose. So a little excited yet nervous about that. So that'll be fun, and that's on Sunday, and it's actually not in our town. So we're going to go Saturday night, meet up with my husband's cousin, have dinner, and then do our appointment Sunday and come home. So that's one thing that I have going on in life. The other thing, obviously, is I need to finish unpacking, because living in the middle of all this chaos is kind of making me a little crazy. I did want to talk a little bit about my apartment complex. So I spent a lot of time really complaining about the condo building that we lived in Miami. And I have to say, I think we really made a good decision to do this interim move, because for this next year, I already feel like we're going to be really happy. So when we moved in, before like we even moved any of our stuff in, we came in and they had on the island in the kitchen, there was a bottle of wine, there were 2 koozies, there was a couple of rolls of toilet paper to get us started, and a couple of like thermal insulated mugs. And those were gifts for us from the management company, which I've never experienced that any rental place I've ever lived. And it just started us off on the right foot with this management company. And then on top of that, they, at least for the month of January, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8, they have a different food truck come. And so we missed we didn't do the one last week, but this, because I think it actually ended up getting canceled. We did the one this week. It was I don't know how you say this. Is it poke bowl or pokey bowl? And it was a food truck that did poke bowls. I really don't know how you say that. I've never had one before, because generally those tend to be seafood related, and I don't eat any seafood. I just don't like it. This truck had a lot of seafood bowls, but they also had some chicken and some pork. I got the chicken bowl, and it was divine. So lots of vegetables, grilled chicken, a little sauce on it with some sushi rice. It was so fantastic. And they have a food truck every Wednesday for the month of January. So I'm excited about that. But just in general, I'm feeling like we made a really good decision. This complex is really nice. Management is great. So I'm excited about that. Let's see what else. I have a random question for you guys. So I don't recall experiencing this issue in my whole life, but it happened at the condo in Miami, and it's happening here in this apartment. Are washing machines getting deeper? Because for a little 5'1" girl, it is really hard to reach the bottom of a washing machine. I had to have a little stool so that I could step up on the stool so I could bend over enough to reach the bottom of the washing machine. Is that just a me problem? Does anybody else have that problem? It's quite annoying. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick little poll on that. I don't know if that's a new phenomenon, because I really just don't remember that happening over the course of my life. All right, now to the fun part. I have a surprise. So my friend Mari from Mari Sews is, if you've been watching her, then you know she's gotten into making leather goods. And she's been doing a lot of practice runs. She's made a handbag. She made this really beautiful red handbag with like an animal print inlay. And it's beautiful. She's made some keychains. She's made some earrings. She made some pork pie hats for a couple of different people. She made one for her father-in-law. It came out beautiful. And I was really excited about the pork pie hats. I think they are so adorable, and she has really done a phenomenal job. So she made one for me, and I feel so like incredibly blessed and thankful. And I talked to her about it. I said, you've got free reign, do whatever you want, do something like, for me, you know, you can go a little bit more artistic than just doing like a simple like brown hat or whatever. So I got it yesterday. I have not opened it yet. So I did take the tape off. And then when I did that, I was like, maybe I should wait and open it and reveal it live. Well, not live, but on camera for you guys. So all I've done is sliced it open. I haven't opened it at all. So this is the reveal, and I am so excited. I do know the colors because she kind of showed me earlier. So I wore a top that I thought would go really well with the hat. She's got a little note in here. Oh, I love it. So nice. All right. Oh, look. She did it in one of her gift bags. Oh my gosh, I love it already. So this is, she made some gift bags. She did a video on this for Vlogmas. And this is the fabric that she used for those, were they Dolce & Gabbana inspired leggings? But look how fabulous my gift bag is. Oh my gosh, I love the gift bag. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Oh my God. OMG. Look at that. All right, so she hand dyed the leather and she did an ombre effect. So you can see that it's like turquoise on the top, and then it starts to blend until she gets into, I guess, yeah, the brown. And then she makes these hat bands so that they come off, so you can switch them off if you wanted to do like a different accent color on the band. But look at that stitch detail. Oh my gosh. That's all by hand. She pokes those holes with a tool by hand and she stitches it by hand. Holy moly, that is just fantastic. Look at the inside. Look, and there's a label. I don't know if you can read it. It says, "You are inspiration's perfect muse, Mari." Holy moly, this is so fantastic. Okay, here we go. Let's get my hair cute. Oh my gosh. And she made this to fit my head. She asked me for my measurements, for my head measurement. Oh my gosh. It fits like a glove. I'm adorable. Thank you, Mari. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. And this turquoise will go with so many things in my wardrobe. What do you guys think? Do you love it? So Mari is actually planning on opening a leather shop. I believe she's opening it on Etsy sometime in March. I don't know that she's nailed down the timing yet, but that's coming up and she's going to be selling these. Oh my gosh. She's amazing. Go and check her out. All right, wherever you are, I hope the weather's amazing. I hope you're able to get some sewing in. And if you like this Friday Sews, I'm going to link to my Friday Sews playlist right here, and you can go and check out everything that I've done. Bye.